So I've got three topics. The first topics are spies. Second, controlled opposition. And third is a false flag narrative leading to World War III. False flag narrative leading to a war, the West against China.
Just
So,
for
and I kid
people
you
who
not, so
doesn't
it's
know
very
what this
important.
mean, what means false flag? You know, there is a people who doesn't know what false flags means.
Yeah, so it's a lie. A false flag is a lie in order to create a reason for a war. Yeah, so it happens nearly in every war that a war is starting with a lie. So you need a reason to attack a country and to tell your own citizens, yeah, well, we are the good ones and the other are the bad ones, and you tell a bad story about the others.
Yeah, we can
This is
say
a
one
false
example
flag.
from 1939 when German invaded Poland, and it was some kind of false flag before it because they took uniforms from Poland and attacked themselves, and that's how it started.
This is right. Yeah, this is the action Operation Gleiwitz. Exactly. So Nazi Germans, yeah, took Polish uniforms and saying, "Hey, yeah, this happened." Yeah, and even for younger people here. So there's a very famous comic in the world, a comic series. It's called Tintin, Tim und Struppi. Yeah, and there is the comic. Tim and the Blue Lotus. Yeah, it's very famous. And in the middle there is a false flag pictured, because another example for a false flag was in 1931. So the Japanese blew up a railway, yeah, and said there was a massacre done by the Chinese. And Japan invaded China in 1931, and this was depicted by Hergé in Tintin. So everybody can look it up. What is a false flag? And yeah, guess what? Today, I will tell the reason how the United States of America, with their West allies, yeah, because and the oligarchs behind this, they are planning a war against China. And the reason, I will tell it now straight, the reason will be that China, yeah, attacked the West, attacked Europe, and attacked the United States of America with a bioweapon, and it's COVID-19. And this is exactly what is now going on. What is this kind of lie, this false flag is building up. So first, there's evidence for this on the homepage of the White House in Washington. If you go to whitehouse.gov, you will see like a Hollywood website. It's called Lab Leak, with Mr. Trump in the middle. And if you read the story on the website, you will see, oh, there is the Wuhan deception, They say, oh, they made an investigation with the Parliament, with the Congress of the United States, and they said, oh, it was not a natural cause of the SARS-CoV-2 virus in Wuhan, no wet market, no, it was a lab leak from a bioweapon lab in Wuhan by the communist China army. It's BLS-4 lab. What they not said is this lab was financed and was run by the Americans plus the Chinese for all the years. So the Chinese military and the American military, they worked together, and even the CIA worked in Wuhan. And this is very important to understand. So, because this false flag is a lie, and what the U.S. government, the administration of Trump, some of the guys inside, they try to establish a reason, and in German, we call this die Wuhan-Verschwörung. So, and this is the title of the second book of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And if you look at the German cover, you will see, oh, this is a flag of China. You've got here, the stars and the red background. And what I will try to tell is that the secret services of the West, like the MI6 and the CIA, they placed, from the beginning, from 2020 on, they placed a second story with this COVID-19, with the SARS-CoV-2. The first story and plan A, this was, well, SARS-CoV-2 has a natural cause and was from a wet market. So, and all this vaccination, the lockdown, and the quarantines was built up on this story, but this was false. And the second story is false as well. The second story is a lab leak story, so that it was leaked from the Wuhan bioweapon lab by the Chinese, in criminal intent. So they wanted to kill people. And there's one man who said this publicly very early, in early January 2020. So just when there were only a few cases of these so-called infection with SARS-CoV-2, and there was a man, a bioweapon expert with CIA connections, and he said publicly, well, the SARS-CoV-2, this is a bioweapon, and it's out of the lab, and it's an attack intentionally by the CCP, by the Communist Party of China. And who was it? It was Stephen Hatfill. I've got Stephen Hatfill depicted in my first book, Game Over, Anthrax 01, COVID-19. So I know this guy for a long time, and I can show you here. So all what I'm saying today is mounted on paper, and we have all the evidence, with all the sources and the original documents in this book. And it has also 2 DVDs with additional information to support all the things. And Stephen Hatfill, he is inside. Mm-hmm. And you may show now a graphic, graphic number 5 first. And there you see there was a special edition by Steve Bannon.
Okay, let's roll this. Please put this graphic 5. Yes, we see here. That said special episode 5, War Room Pandemic, 3 seconds until midnight. Dr. Stephen Hatfill.
Exactly. Yeah, and this was early
30th of January 2020.
Exactly. So January 2020. So very, 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 very early. So only a few cases in China. China has so many people, and and they care about some lung infections. So it doesn't make sense at all. And Stephen Hatfill told this. We have even the voiceover. I will do it. So he told Steve Bannon, this is a bioweapon. The Chinese did this intentional, yeah, in order to, let's say, to poison the West, yeah, and to kill people in the West. And he said this was spread intentionally by China. So he said they make lockdowns in Wuhan and other big cities in China, yeah. But on the other hand, he said the Chinese Communist Party sent people, infected people, to India and to Europe, yeah, to infect the world. So this is a war of, that's an act of aggression. That's a reason for war, of course.
You said that it's false flag. It's not truth.
Yeah, it's not true. Yeah, I want to say it at the beginning. Yeah, and very interestingly, in this interview with Stephen Hatfield, with Steve Bannon, Stephen Hatfield said on record, said on camera, yes, he said, well, and we will need 200% of normal hospital beds plus in the West to cope with it. And we will need 400% of ICU beds, intensive care beds in the hospital, he said. Wow, 4 times more than the States has got. Plus, and this is very interesting, he said, we will need 400% more ventilators. Wow, and this on the 30th of January 2020. So it looks like that he had some pre-knowledge because, yeah, the ventilators, you know the story in 2020. This was set up all over the West, in the United States and in Europe, and even tobacco companies, yeah, like Philip Morris and British American Tobacco, yeah, they gave free ventilators to countries like Greece, yeah, and yeah. In a recent interview, what I gave last week, I showed all the steps how they killed with the treatment of COVID-19, not with the SARS-CoV-2. They killed with the treatment, like the ventilators killed the people.
Yes, that we now know that that wasn't truth, and there was not so many ICU needed and ventilators. Everything was overrated, and they both everything, but it wasn't necessary. They spent lots of money, and somebody earned lots of money. But let's continue.
Yeah, that's right.